Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. My name is Dina Kretzer. I'm an independent consultant and national vice president with Arbonne. I absolutely love when I have the opportunity to share about building your own business with Arbonne, owning your own business with Arbonne. And I commend all of you who are guests for being here, for being open to learning more, and just giving me the privilege of having your time this evening. And I'm going to keep this to 15 minutes. I always like to know, how long is someone going to talk? It won't go on all night, 15 minutes. I was introduced to Arbonne 14 years ago by a little sample pack of our anti-aging skincare. It made such a difference in how my skin felt in a couple of days. And after I used it for a few weeks, ordered it and used it, I could see a difference in how it looked. And I asked my consultant in Nebraska, a friend's sister who I'd never met, to send me more samples. I said, no one out here has ever heard of Arbonne. Send me more of those things. I can send you business all day long. But when she asked me to take a look at doing this, since I was talking about it, a wall went up. I thought, absolutely not. It's one of those things, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm not having it. Wrong person. Well, after about 4 more polite requests over a few weeks' time, I finally said she could share it. I thought if I give her 10 minutes, it will put us both out of our misery. She can talk. I'll pretend to listen. At the 10-minute mark, I'm going to say, thanks for sharing. This is really cute for you, but not for me. Good luck. And I will still be your loyal client forever because these products are amazing and I will send you all my friends. Actually got, work out so I could get something done and not waste my time for these 10 minutes. I was the worst. You don't want people like me on the phone. I knew that I had no time. I was already self-employed. I had no interest in this. I didn't want anything to do with sales, even if it was something that I loved. Now, she and I had never met, so she had no way of knowing just how much I was looking to create some new choices in her life, all in my life. All she knew was that she had a life-changing opportunity to offer, and she saw someone who was doing 2 of the 3 things that a consultant does. She said, Dina, you're already using and loving the products. You are sharing them with others because you honestly believe that they work. You're seeing that they work. The only thing you're not doing is showing others how to do what you're doing. Well, she couldn't have known this, but my husband and I had been self-employed for many years, and she had no idea where I was with that. There were 2 huge downsides to the business that I ran. One is I worked alone from home and sat in front of the computer all day long. There were no people in it. I loved people, and I knew down to my core that I was meant to do more than this with my life. I wanted meaningful work where what I did made a difference in some way, where I could see that I was making a contribution, where lives were being changed and served. I thought about it all the time. Sidebar, can make a training here. What you think about, you bring about. I really thought about this all the time. The second downside was that neither my business nor my husband's CPA firm were generating a recurring stream of income. The day we stopped would be the day our clients would stop writing us checks. I was a business major in college. Do you think they might have had one tiny course somewhere in there on the importance of creating a recurring stream of income and starting it as early in life as possible? I would often say to my husband, do you realize if one of us does not find something different to do, we're both going to have to work these 2 businesses every day for the rest of our lives? And if we live into our 90s, can you imagine us doing this? I can't even go there. And that conversation always looped back to the same point, which is the answer was that we had no answer because we already worked all the time. So while I was saying, I don't want to hear anything about this Arbonne thing, I had no idea that what I was getting ready to hear was going to meet those 2 parts of my life that I most wanted changed. Having the income stream we needed for choices we wanted to have in the future, and for me, having meaningful work. As guests tonight, you may share some or all of the hesitations that I had going into even learning about this. No time, no interest, worrying about what others will think, not wanting to sell. But for the next few minutes, try to just pack those up and put them over to the side. And I want to ask you 3 new questions. The first is, Do you feel that you are living your best life, that you're truly living life by your design and not by default? Second is, if you keep doing only what you're doing now, where will you be in 5 years, especially financially? And number three, if something were to happen to the main source of income in your household, how long could you keep going on what you have saved? The first fact that I want to share about our business opportunity is that we have a generous compensation plan. See earnings.arbonne.com. Rihanna, you already typed it in there. Thanks. For what is typical to earn at each of the 4 levels. The compensation plan was very intriguing to me because I started to think that not only could this be the answer for us, but also began to think of all the people out there who could benefit from this at every age and stage of life. I thought about how much it would have benefited us if I'd had this when I chose to stay home when our daughters were born. Instead, my income went from full-time to zero. And the more I researched it, the more changed lives I saw at every age group, from college students to professionals, working moms, stay-at-home moms, baby boomers like me, and every profession that you could name. It was not, I have to show a little Christmas ornament that Beth Hooper gave me. It was not the cute little lipstick business that we all think it is. How about that? But it was something that professionals, smart business women and men were choosing to do. My national vice president at the time was a physician who chose to build this after realizing that in her career alone in medicine, she was going to have a lot of money but no time. And through Arbonne, she could create a life that gave her both. I still could never have said yes to this just for the income. I couldn't have done what I've been doing for a year, much less for 14 years, had it not been for the mission and values of our company, our ingredients policy, the integrity of our leadership, our cutting edge products that just continue to have new products all the time, and the results that they give. So very quick history. Our company was founded in 1980 by a visionary, a true visionary, a Norwegian named Petter Mork. He wanted to create pure, safe products and valued health from the inside out. So our formulations are botanically based, vegan certified, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. There's no mineral oil, petroleum products, tallow, parabens, no animal products or byproducts. And we've never tested on animals. I was shocked to see the list of all the major cosmetic companies who do. We go by the European Union, which bans 1,400 ingredients, and then Arbonne chooses to ban 600 more, so that there's over 2,000 that are on our not allowed list, where the US bans 14. We have a wide range of consumable products, skincare for every age, a full line of vegan cosmetics, phenomenal nutrition products that can be used alone, like our protein shakes and our prebiotics, probiotics, and the one that everyone knows about, I feel like it's sort of Arbonne, is our energy fizz sticks. These products can be used alone or incorporated into our 30 days of healthy living. If you want to know more about that, ask the consultant who invited you to watch tonight, because our December group just started on Monday and it's not too late to hop in there. Petter chose network marketing as the business model because he was passionate about people flourishing and living their best life. Network marketing is simply another way of distributing products so that they go straight from the manufacturer to the consumer without all the middlemen and the brick and mortar. Arbonne stocks and delivers the products straight to the door of our clients, to us too, but to our clients, we don't deliver them, whether our clients are across the street or in any state or the other countries that we're in, which are the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and Poland. We can work our businesses from anywhere as long as we have our laptop or our cell phone, and our products are consumable. So happy clients get online and reorder. I would never put my time into a business where clients did not have to reorder. The demand for our products is huge. As an example, last month, or for those listening to this at another time, I'm going to say which month, it's November 2020. That was our third largest month in sales in Arbonne's 40-year history. People want the products that we have. Question: If I were sitting with one of you who are a guest, if we were just having coffee and I asked you to tell me, what is network marketing? What would your answer be? I was asked that 14 years ago, and I wanted to sound intelligent, like I knew something. So I searched my brain, and what did I find back there? That the great and knowledgeable they called it a pyramid. I thought, that's it. They say it's a pyramid. And so that was my great answer that I brought to the table, so uninformed. And what I learned, not only from that conversation, but I had to just dig deeper myself and through a lot of reading and research, is that it is just the opposite. And while there's so much more, and what I'm going to share now will not even do it justice, it will be just a tiny, tiny drop in the bucket to explain why it's not. But I'm going to show you something. Draw on your paper or just in your mind a pyramid. And I want you to think of every business that you know, whether it's a school system, a hospital, every corporation that you can think of. This is how they're shaped, because an entry-level person, comes in here with the least amount of education and experience, and they're going to make a certain amount of money, and there will be a cap on it. And someone else comes in with a little bit more education, a little bit more experience, they're going to make more, but there's a cap on what they can earn too. And you know how this works. On it goes. Have you ever heard someone say that they have maxed out on what they can earn in their job? And what are the chances? Of course, there's, 1, 2, 3, 4 up here that are making a significant income. What are the chances that this level, these people, or these, or even most of these, are ever going to get here? And is their paycheck ever going to look like this one? And yet, when someone takes a job at any of these places, we are excited for them. We say congrats. We don't say, don't go there. It's a pyramid. And yet when someone begins their own business with network marketing, which is shaped exactly the opposite, it's an inverted pyramid, we cry pyramid because we heard that they said it was. But our business model is an inverted pyramid where every person starts down here with the same products, the same home office support, the same equal opportunity to build a business bigger than anyone above them. This is huge, and it's one of the things, the many things that keep it from ever being shaped like a pyramid. Every one of you listening tonight, whether you start tomorrow, next week, 5 years from now, you can very realistically build a business greater than the person who enrolls you. I'm at the top level of the company, and any one of you can build a greater business than I have and earn more than I do. You get to choose how far you go by how many people you help along the way. There's no glass ceiling in our structure and no politics and promotions. It's really a level playing field. Sometimes people will ask, if I do this, do I have to recruit people? And I just smile because I've never once thought of recruiting anyone. I see myself more as standing at a fork in the road and extending an invitation to just look into the gifts that are on this road less traveled. I knew, so how does this start? When I ask that, how does it start? It starts with you, with your desire, your want for something in your life to look different. I knew that in order to have what I didn't have, I needed to do something that I had never done. I knew if I waited until I was ready, I would always find a reason that I wasn't ready yet. I knew if I waited for a calmer time in life to start, that it would never come. It's been said there are two great pains in life, the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. I knew I could do the pain of discipline and hard work, but never regret if I had to look back and think, what if that had been a life-changing opportunity and you talked yourself out of it and walked away? The last many years had already shown me that if I kept doing what I was doing, I would keep getting what I was getting. So I said yes to that road less traveled, and it has made all the difference. In the past 14 years, I've had the privilege of connecting with and learning from those who've been in Arbonne 20 and 30 years. People do not stay with a company they do not love, or in business associated with a company that they do not love and respect. The ones that I've learned from have been mentored by our founder and knew him and continue to hand down that family culture of love and encouragement and support with the firm belief that when one wins, we all win, because there's room for everyone to succeed. So in closing, if you are asking, What are the odds that people really succeed in this? I encourage you to ask a better question. Ask, what are your odds? And then go bet on yourself. That is what I did. I started this business the month before I turned 50. It has been absolutely life changing. I encourage you to allow yourself to dream again and then dream bigger. And instead of asking, what if this doesn't work, to ask, what if it does? And then really erase that question because it's not supposed to work anyway. We're supposed to work. So ask yourself, what if I work? This business is not supposed to work for me. I'm supposed to work for my business and for my dreams. While there are no guarantees, I was not looking for a guarantee. I was looking for possibilities. I had plenty of guarantees already, most of them around what life would look like if I stayed where I was. There is work involved. I want to be really honest there. There's a lot of work involved, but it's work that has purpose, work that allows me to make a contribution to others, work that is life-giving, work that I have no desire to ever retire from. So if you're clear on the choices that you want to create and you're willing to give this consistent effort and give it enough time, the possibilities are unlimited. Right. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to end the recording, and I appreciate your being with me tonight. And if you are a guest and you've watched this, and just get back with the consultant who invited you. And if you'd like to get on a phone call or Zoom call for a few minutes with me at some time, just let them know to try to set that up, not to convince anyone, but just to help you have good answers and make an informed decision. All right. Thank you.